Starting a business can feel like an impossible mountain to climb. Many people are held back by the same fears. I don't have the capital, I lack experience, or I can't do this by myself. However, history and experience prove a vital point. With the right knowledge, consistent patience, and a strategic approach, you can build a legacy from absolutely nothing. For those of you standing at the starting line, let this story be your roadmap. The story of Mr. Silas. In the world of commerce, Mr. Silas was a legendary figure. He had spent decades at the helm of international corporations, achieving every milestone imaginable. As he entered his later years, he decided to pass the torch to his daughters and retired to the serene, rolling hills of Greenvale, far from the chaotic pulse of the city. Though he sought peace, his business brain never truly turned off. During his morning walks through the Greenvale town square, he observed the local micro-entrepreneurs. He was heartened to see so many people supplementing their livelihoods through small-scale trade alongside their traditional orchards. The encounter. One crisp morning at the farmer's market, he met a local vendor named Mr. Elias. With a warm grin, Elias offered him a sample of a traditional roasted grain mix made right there in the village. The flavor, enriched by heirloom seeds and natural spices, was exceptional. Silas praised the quality, but as he looked at the flimsy, unlabeled bag it was served in, he saw a missed opportunity. "This is incredible," Silas remarked. "How long have you been producing this?" Elias sighed softly. "Nearly 12 years, sir. But my circle stays small. Only the neighbors buy it. I started with pennies in my pocket, and I don't know how to get my grain into the bigger shops in the next province." Silas realized that while the product was world-class, the entrepreneur was hitting a wall. He began to wonder, if I were starting over today with no fame and no fortune, could I build a success here? The strategy, starting from zero, Mr. Silas decided to put his decades of wisdom to the test. He didn't use his savings. He started with the bare minimum to simulate a zero-start scenario. 1. Identifying the gap. He spent weeks studying the Greenvale market. He noticed that almost every small bakery and snack maker relied on specialty grain flour, but they were forced to buy it from distant distributors at inflated prices. He realized that a successful business doesn't just sell a product, it solves a problem. 2. The prototype phase. Silas produced a very small batch of high-quality, locally sourced flour. He took it to local shops and promoted it on basic social media pages. He was rejected often at first, but because his production was small, these rejections didn't ruin him. They educated him. Too expensive? He adjusted the sourcing. Texture too coarse? He refined the milling. Packaging too dull? He went back to the drawing board. 3. The final formula. After months of gathering data and listening to the no's, he found his yes. He created a final product that combined premium local grain, sourced directly from Greenvale farmers, branding, packaging that featured the history and folklore of Greenvale, making it a story rather than just a bag of flour. Affordability. By cutting out the middleman, he kept prices fair for the local bakers. The result, a community reborn. The product became an overnight sensation. But Silas didn't stop at selling. He created a partnership model, allowing local villagers with very little money to act as distributors. As his business grew, the community grew with him. Mr. Silas proved that success isn't about the size of your bank account when you start. It's about the depth of your knowledge and your willingness to learn from the market. The takeaway for you: don't wait for the perfect amount of money or the perfect time. Start small, listen to your customers, solve a real problem, and let your knowledge lead the way.